In today's episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival, I play peekaboo with a decimator. Again, I'm going to use the dead infector to try and get as close to this thing as I can. That's a lot of explosions! And I finally bring her in. There she is. Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival from the Ashes. My name is Spanj, and today we're going to be bringing in a brand new NX42 KANEDA class destroyer. It has been refit with the new changes to CPU, and the refit version will be available at the workshop very, very soon. Hopefully, as this episode comes out. Now, we're very, very close to actually getting this thing in. There's a few little fiddly bits of nonsense that need to be acquired so that we can bring it in. In particular, the biggest one being the quantum processors here and some xenomaterial. Both of those can be resolved by taking on some infectors. In fact, the large matrix as well. I think I could just build that. And then it's 5 tribal furnishings, which we're just going to have to go and find some talent, I think, and go and buy that. I could swing by the faction HQ. However, I am quite far away from the faction HQ, which is all the way over here. There it is, in the center of all those lines. That's where we live, right? So I am a long, long way away. Because ultimately I want to head over this way, past the throne and the Xerax Empire, past the Void and Solitude and the Wastelanders here, through the Blood Nebula, and then on beyond that into the Necrotic Expanse, finally ending up after many, many jumps at the Sea of Silence. This is where the Legacy live. And you can see by all the planet types having so-and-so legacy after their names, they're everywhere. And they're currently being held back purely by the Xerax, who are in the Necrotic Expanse here, and they're holding the line. So, yeah, we can't be too hard on the Xerax. They are holding back these dumbasses. The Xerax warships and stuff like that are actually more than capable of decimating and destroying legacy stuff. It's just sheer numbers I think the legacy are pushing anyway. I really wish this had like a real-time like territory shift mechanic where the legacy would push the Xerax would push back, the legacy would break through the line, then there'd be a concerted effort and stuff like that to push them back again from all factions, you know, an actual galactic war going on. And the thing is that kind of irritates me is that I know that Empyrion has that mechanic in it because it's in the Dark Faction DLC, and they could quite easily import that mechanic into the vanilla game and actually, you know, make these galaxies fluctuate and be alive with territory changing and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm digressing and getting off of track here. Rant over. Let's go, because the first thing that we need to do is take the Ushan back into battle here and go and get those quantum processors. Quick systems check here. We've got 3,300 plasma rounds, which is the main ammunition that we're going to be using. All tanks are full. The Ushan is otherwise empty of everything else, like plenty of room in the loot containers. We will need a salvage core, however. Let's go and grab that, and I'm just going to chuck in a few extra bits of fuel, just in case, you know, we're out there for a long time. But yeah, let's go kill some infectors. There hopefully are some in this asteroid field here. If you're ever looking for legacy stuff, you need to come to odd lettered star types: L's, N's, R's, black holes. And they have a sort of chance of having an alien asteroid field in them. Is Tululu, which is sort of neighboring. This is an L as well, doesn't have one, you see. So they're not all going to have them, but they have the best chance of having alien asteroid fields in them. Yeah, just be careful, because some of them, very inconveniently, will spawn Xerax patrols And there seems to be some kind of like bug with that at the moment, where they spawn all 3 Immerats at the same time, all within each other. And then it causes the playfield to crash. So, just hope you don't get one where there's like 604.2 light years. Something ain't right here. Let's relock that target there, shall we? Just say that doesn't seem right. 600 light years. I think the ship might have a bit of a problem about jumping that far, but there we go. Here we go. Reload my plasmas here as we make our way into the center of this spooky looking asteroid field. These look fantastic, don't they? This is really great work by Revian. These asteroid fields are incredibly atmospheric. I'm gonna say it looks like I'm playing a little bit of Evorian though, with these neonite asteroids laying around. Very neonite-y. Anyway, we're heading towards this matter converter, and as we get closer to it, we should pick up the infectors. I'm hoping that we've got 1, maybe 2 infectors here. Nice, easy targets, quick and easy to take down. What we're hoping to not find here is eradicators, decimators, devastators. Those 3, I can take on a decimator. It will do a number on the Ushan though. Like, we will take a lot of damage against a decimator, but we can do it. I know I've done it before. Infectors are easy. Infectors are easy. So let's hope for just an infector, shall we? Right, we're about 5 clicks out. We should be starting to pick them up now. It's a gold asteroid. Still nothing. Descent. We're about to come into render range of the... Oh, great. That's a decimator. Such is our luck, huh? Out of all the asteroid fields I've been to, this is the first one where a decimator. Yeah, when I'm doing it solo. Brilliant. Typical. So there's the matter converter. It looks like that decimator's all alone though, and that is good-ish. Whoa, he is glitching all over the shop. And here he comes. Oh gosh. That is a tough enemy. I believe this guy has 3 core locations. One in the sort of top of its head, or one in the middle of its head, one at the top sort of right side, and one at the back. 3 cores, I believe. He's not coming this way. I'm just grateful there's not anything else. Oh, fuck, there's another one. That is an infector, though. So that's good. That we can take out. In fact, we should probably take that out first. The matter converter last, because that thing can't move. The problem is, as soon as I engage one, the other one generally comes to help, right? And it's also flying away from me at maximum speed. Right past that matter converter. These two are being very uncooperative. I'm gonna have to go around the matter converter and get on the other side of it where it's moving to. Okay, I've got an exclamation mark. They have detected me. That means that the infector is probably going to turn around and head this way. So I think I can probably just park my bum here, and he'd come for me. He'd come at me. He'd deliver your loot to me, good sir. The other issue with having 2 of them as well is that unless they both come, if I kill the infector, I then need to engage the decimator before I can loot it and core it. In maneuvering and killing the decimator, I may come out of render range and lose the infector. Yeah, I'm being shot by the drones, look. They're doing a number. Alright, guns. Engage these suckers, please. Be good to take the drones out before we take the infector on. Oh, the drones have all disappeared. Oh, there they are. Hang on then. Let's get the shields are recharging. Weapon systems are all online, right? All online. Alright, let's go. Let's get the GATs doing what they do. Meanwhile, we start working over this infector. Thankfully, its turrets haven't woken up yet. Now they have. We need to just get in behind this kind of like little... Reloading. Any second now. We go, reloading. We're at 50% shields, we're doing alright. We're gonna lose a lot of shields while these guns reload. 15. Oh, it just went straight up. That's weird. Right, its shields are down. Now we start doing some damage. There we go. I'm gonna whittle away its blocks. We're gonna take damage now. Okay. Reloading again. We're almost into the core room now. Saw one of the little protective glass plates over the core room. Need to re-angle. Reload again. Is that a shield around its core? Did look like a shield around its core. Quick check. Decimator. Inbound look. Need to get our shields back online ASAP. Okay, well that thing hasn't got an exclamation mark on it. Does have an exclamation mark on it. Okay, we have to be quick here. So connect, grab you. Alright, out we go. We're gonna have to be very quick. So we put the core on and then we F4. We have the infector here and we go biopod. Straight down the quantum box. We've got 9 quantums out of that. We'll try and get as much of this as we can. Those decimators, they'd like to move quick. Oh, it's coming. Let's get back inside. And we're already taking shots from the drones. I'm going to use the dead infector as a shield here. Try and get our shields back up before we engage that decimator. I'm hoping we can take these freaking drones out. This decimator is a serious target, and I've already taken a bit of damage on the nose here. Again, I'm going to use the dead infector to try and get as close to this thing as I can without taking incoming fire, so that we can get as much damage on his shields done before he starts opening up on me. But here we go. Decimator then. We got a similar situation where we have to eat through, I believe, 3 locations for the core. And I don't know exactly where they are. And my shields are about to go down. I believe the first location is around about there-ish. But you notice his shields are still up, mine are down. Lots of legacy missiles coming in and hitting the front of the Yushan right now. His shields are down. You know, start doing damage. Come on, baby. Coming when there. I think that's one core right there in that kind of like triangle. Come on. Taking an enormous amount of damage here. There it is. Core 1. Core 2 is in the bum. Okay, the infector's there. Alright, sorry, I just need to do a like position check where we were while the reloading. Reload, reload, reload. Or two's in there somewhere, I think. I'm just really trusting the armor on Ushan now to just live, you know? Bingo. Got it. Whoa! Where's my infector? I think we flew out of render range of it. It's back over there. Right. Hang on. It's right there. Oh, thank God. Yes. We got both of them. We got both of them. Thankfully, the Decimator is only 2 cores. But you can see the smoke billowing out of the Ushan here. I knew that it was going to take a lot of damage against the Decimator. You know, that's what happens during testing. But look, it survived. All systems are still functional. The decoys work perfectly, but I think they've all gone. Oh no, there's 3 thrusters remaining, forgive me. But it worked. It did it. It freaking did it, dudes. Solo. Yep. That's how we roll. Now the payoff. So, Decimator. There should be 2 Quantum. There's 1. Don't know why it's called Cargo Box POI1, but there we go. There's 10 in there and 6 in there. So we've got 25. And I think we need more than that, don't we? And we put 25 in there. And that takes up to 89. So we need 21 more Quantums. Son of a bitch. We're going to have to do this all again. Still, there's plenty of loot here, and we can get all of the Xeno material that we need from this as well. Anyway, back to the Ulysses. Well, I'll keep systems on while we do a quick repair. We did take a fairly chunky bit of damage there, really, didn't we? But look, I've still got the lasers are still intact there. Not that I find the lasers don't really draw much in the way of aggro. These thrusters generally draw much more than the lasers do. I lost the turret that was down there as well, which is a shame, but most of the armor is still intact. But as you can see, a lot of the plasma weapons and stuff back here were actually taking damage. Even my modulated lasers, and I've lost one, actually. I've lost a laser. That's actually a big loss. That's a big loss there. Let's see what the repair cost is here. I don't like losing those modulated lasers. They cost diamonds and all sorts of things. They are very expensive weapons. So repair the template here. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's just asking for iron, carbon, and silicon. That's interesting. I would have thought. Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, let's see. We got, this is my loot container. Iron, carbon, and silicon. I'm not sure the carbon's going to cut it, but yeah, we could probably get a lot of carbon from all the bits and bobs here. Ready to repair. Off it goes. Now that should only take a few seconds. What's going to take a long time is probably repairing the blocks. I have some repair charges. I suspect we're going to need them. Here we go. Repair blocks. 11,500 repair charges. This thing is somewhat broken. So we're going to go start repair. It's going to do something, and we're going to disconnect from there, and we're just going to start organizing the loot, basically. So it's the harvest container. Here it all is. This is from a Decimator and an infector. It does include a lot of salvage as well, because I ripped a lot of the blocks off so to get the xeno material that I needed. Which is not bad. It's not a bad haul. I wouldn't say there's as many rare things here as I would have liked. But we did get an intact fusion reactor from the decimator. So that's pretty good. It is pretty good. So the Ulysses, we got the deconstructor here is going to be busy with, well, things like the warp drive, the thrusters. We've got an antimatter thruster here. I'm just going to go ahead and chuck that straight actually into the factory, because I'm not sure if the salvaged one would give us... I'm going to chuck these all in, antimatter thrusters, right? Because I know that some of these, especially that one, comes with quantum processors, right? Don't think these guys do. In fact, that says no, that one does. 93. So we'll put that one in there, and that can get deconstructed along with all these other components. The CPU, I think that will actually... No, that one doesn't either. Does that mean that one large optronic matrix... There are no matrices in improved extenders. Lame. Oh well, okay. The 62 disabled weapons, 2 disabled shields, legacy blocks, advanced turbines. The rest of it is all kind of like fluffy stuff, really. Fluffy stuff. And the Xeno blocks can go straight in to the factory as well. That takes up to 8,000. So we just need like 5,000. Yeah. Just chuck 2,000 in there. There we go. That's the Xeno done. So it is 17 quantum processors and 1 matrix. 17 quantum processors. Well, once the ship is repaired, we're going to go take that matter converter down. It's in that asteroid field anyway. But I don't think we're going to get 17 out of that. We'd have to high roll on both containers. And I think there's only 1 in a matter converter. I could be wrong. But let's get the deconstructor working on that while the ship is still repairing. I think it is, actually. Yes, it is still repairing, because we could just see the green little repair field through there. It's going to take a while to repair. It took an enormous amount of damage. But in the meantime, I'll just organize these boxes. But yeah, let's go get that matter converter. Here we go. Matter converter. Now these things actually, I think they hit quite hard. But once you get the shields down, they're quite easy to take out. You just have to shoot the frickin' things shooting you until they stop shooting you, basically. It's all just lasers and missiles, basically, and which is a deadly combination, of course. You get that horrible noise. You can see yourself, and you can get a position here where you can almost not get shot by anything. And a small ship like the Ushan, shields are already down. You can almost hide. There's always going to be something that can shoot you from some angle. Just getting these damn shields down, you know. They get these shields down. You can start targeting the weapons that are shooting at you. There you go, there's one pod. Reload, come on, reload. And honestly, that reload just kills me. There you go, another pod. Plasmas are so good at destroying these things. They just fall like so quickly. But yeah, I mean, they're taking an enormous amount of damage then because of the missiles. There you go. Make sure we can get them all before we head in. My modulated lasers are a great indicator of whether there's any still alive, because they'll continue to shoot. And there you go, like just one POI. Bear in mind that we obviously took down two legacy capital vessels. Now, we did lose most of the front of the ship there, but just one of these matter converters, they hit hard. So yeah, we've taken a fair bit of damage there on the nose. But we're still in good shape. We're still in good shape. Okay. I'm gonna try and angle my nose in here to get the Wi-Fi coverage. Now we gotta be careful at this point because there's actually some bad guys in here. But open these suckers up. We need to hit 2 switches. One is, oh, excuse me, there, which blows something up in there, and one is here, which blows something up in there. What it also does is put a cheeky little, almost invisible hole up here, and then we have our Xerax friends turn up. But I'm going to go ahead. I can't loot. I'm not close enough. Sucks. 7. 7 is all we get. Mad recoil on this thing. But there we go. The 2 Xerax infected. Xerax are dead. So we got a good weapon mod there. Tactical stock. Less recoil and faster reload. Most rifles and shotguns. Lovely. Yeah, and then we get some loot in these containers as well. That's it. There you go. Matter converter. I have to bring the ship a bit closer to get the Wi-Fi range. Somehow bring the ship closer. The Wi-Fi doesn't start until there. I don't think I'm going to get the ship that close. So I'm probably just going to have to do a little relay. Problem is, I put like an enhanced matter transceiver in the nose of that thing. Well, that's going to get destroyed a lot. Oh, there's an Epsilon implant. Nice. Can't destroy the matter converter. So once you've taken the loot out of it, that's it. There's no salvaging or anything in here. I feel like we low rolled again on the quantum box. Typical. There we go. Matter converter. So quickly repair the Ushan, and then let's take stock of where we are with our blueprint. All right, Ushan is repairing again. So let's have a little look. See, we've got everything in apart from a few quantum processors and 1 matrix. Well, the matrix, I'm pretty sure we've got that. There it is. Go ahead and chuck that in. Oh, and 5 tribal furnishings. Okay. Right, 17 quantum processors. Well, the best way of getting 17 quantum processors is probably to take on another infector or 2, I would have thought, because the infectors only have 1 box, which could lowball us with just like 6 freaking thingies. So let's have a look. Where are we going to go from here? Well, we need to head towards the legacy space, which is that way. There's a black hole here. Reba. Fortunately, oh no, there is one. Zeta 144 blah 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 blah. Let's go. System blocked. So we can find some more infectors to kill. Here we go. And dead. Mashing. At ease, boys. Really try and get to that turret, don't they? They really try and get to that turret. 4 attached. And let's see. All the biopods and stuff are intact. Vector. Quantum. Oh, we got 11. That's actually pretty good. That's not a bad roll. So those 11 brings us to... Ooh. Okay, so we need at least 6 from this matter converter, and we have our new ship. Oh boy. Here we go. Jesus, that thing got my shields down so fast. That's crazy. Alright, its shields are down. Time to enact revenge on these turrets. And that's it, I think. I think we took a lot of damage then. Yeah. You're just missing a little bit at the front of the ship. This is just come with the territory of matter converters, unfortunately. Oh well. Reverse ourselves into place. In case those drones want to take a bite out of the ship, they'll have to take a bite out of the front, where I've got most of the armor. Okay. Same routine as before then. 1. Very noisy. 2. Secret hole in the top. And we rolled a 6. The absolute lowest I think it can roll. And, well, the actual number that we needed. Ah, crap. I don't know where he is. You mother ducker. Oh, I thought it healed. Apparently I didn't. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Like spotting a freaking fart in a cloud, honestly. Like spotting these two assholes. Got him. Where's my bag? There it is. Right. 6 in. That is it. We just need 5 tribal furnishings. Easy. Another implant. Delta. So tribal furnishings then. Well, they're a little bit more difficult to get hold of. Unless you go to war against the Talon, of course. In which case, you know, they're very abundant. But then you'll end up keying them off. And everybody that's allies with them. So it's kind of not advised. What you can do is find this POI. You could probably find this on most, or at least some, I suppose, Emperor worlds with active Talon populations. This is a Talon market. And inside the Talon market are 4 Talon traders. Probably the only Talon traders you'll ever need. And then there's this guy. Not this guy. Ignore that guy. But he is the farmer. He's useful for other reasons. This guy, Carpenter. He will sell you tribal furnishings. Bingo. We have an NX42. Let's go. So I've traveled all the way back to the HQ because I realized actually I'm going to need to drop a bunch of stuff off here at the HQ anyway. I've already unloaded the Ushan into the parking lot over there. And yeah, I need to also pay back the money that I borrowed from the faction. So figured, well, I may as well pop over anyway, because I need to put, I think, 5 million back in the vault. If I can find the vault, that is. These boxes are still a mess. Vault 1. Yeah. So, I need to figure this out. I need to use an ATM. Anyway, while my ATM and constructors are working away, I'm bringing on 500 platinum cards. 5 million credits that I own. Let's bring her in. There she is. Need a quick rename. USS is not right. And we have a Spanj ship here. SCS. Not related to the sofa shop. That should be SC SCOS. SCOS. Spanj ship. But here she is. Put some fuel in her so we can see with the lights on, shall we? This is going to take a ridiculous amount of fuel. 235 fusion cells. Probably going to be like 20%? 36, not bad. Yeah, and she takes a bit of fuel. She takes a bit of fuel. Let's take her on assault mode so you can see with all the guns. So full plasma warship, basically. Apart from some GATs, which, in fairness, I might swap out for a couple of Sentinel flat cannons, just to deal with drones. This thing is basically a brute force freaking base tank warrior. The full brawler. It's tanky as hell, right? So I think I've shown it off before, certainly in Chilling the Buildings. Anyway, up to where the bridge is, if you draw a line where that bridge like starts there, everything forward of that is just pure combat steel, right? That is just pure combat steel, and it's such a wide front as well, so it can take a beating. And it has combat steel all the way down the sides as well, top and bottom. So if you've got a lot of damage spread, it can take a lot of damage. And yeah, we've got some big artillery guns underneath here, along with medium and light plasmas everywhere. Every turret that is supposed to shoot basically at whatever I'm shooting is plasma. And now I might also swap out a couple of these rear plasmas for, say, EMP missile launchers. I've got 2 heavy weapon slots left, because EMPs count as heavies, right? So we've got 4 heavy plasma cannons here. So I'm going to have 2 EMPs, and I can stick them on the back where those 2 medium plasmas are right there. Which frees up 2 more medium slots, to be fair. And there are additional spots I could stick some extra turrets and stuff. A lot of the kind of flat planes on this ship are actually only 2 blocks wide. So, for example, this side here, which would be the obvious choice, I suppose, for adding more turrets, is actually only 2. And the turrets are 3 by 3, so it doesn't quite work. But you could definitely add another one here, for example, on the underbelly, on both sides there. And we could also we could stick one there as well, although that would be rather vulnerable. But basically, this whole section here could be essentially more turrets. We don't want to put one in front of the cannons there. We could stick another one right next to that one. So there are spots that we could put new turrets in, or we can upgrade thrusters or add more shields. Speaking of shields, she is rocking 121,000 shields at 1.297 million CPU, which is your standard sort of core 13. So this is without auxiliary cores. So we could definitely add some auxiliary cores and make her even more powerful. But yeah, she is. So stats wise, we've got 32 forward, 21 backwards, 16 lefty righty, 31 lifty downy, a roll, 20 degree roll, 22 yaw, and 33 pitch. So yeah, she drives like you know, she's made of combat steel. But we do have antimatter on both sides. Antimatter thrusters there. That is antimatter as well. These side ones are antimatter. So, you know, these thrusters are basically as powerful as they can get without, you know, going drive thruster. And there is room, say the down thruster there could be a drive thruster. There's definitely room for those to be drive thrusters, you know. So I can do it. And that might be the subject of the auxiliary core. You could definitely get a drive thruster in at least one of these slots. You could get it in 2, but it would be poking out the side. So, you know, one of those slots could be a drive thruster. Why? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, never mind. I'm going to say, why is that blue thruster ports? But that's fine. Inside, then, we got a standard shuttle bay. Not very big, but bear in mind, we've actually got 2 spots on the top here for larger SVs as well. So, a little internal spot. Power is on, right? Why am I not getting any gravity? Because assault mode's on, and I tied assault mode to the gravity generators. Never mind. Just figure if you're using assault mode, you don't need gravity on, right? Save some extra power. Because the power margins on this thing are pretty narrow, I have to admit. Engineering here, and I do have to thank Alessia for their wonderful LCD work. So good. We've got proper L cars through this thing, so yeah. But here we have all of our shield capacitors. These are all chargers. All three of these large ones are chargers, and then everything else is a capacitor, basically. And I think I've got 2 small additional chargers in the other side of the ship, but yeah. That's engineering, or one of the engineerings, I should say. We have got an elevator. This is kind of like the main elevator in the ship. There's one on the other side, but it doesn't go in the same places. We've got some crew quarters and stuff. We've got some places that we can add some crew NPCs if you want to. There's gravity control, officers' quarters. That's the way out onto the floor if we land the ship. But if we carry on up here, the main corridor, there's our fusion reactor. We've got a battle bridge here. Why is that open? The battle bridge switch enabled. There you go. Battle bridge enabled. Could open the ammo storage as well. We can see into those. Ammo store. There's a battle bridge. This is under the main bridge and has the core right there. Because if you lose your bridge, you want the ship to shut down and stop taking damage so that the fusion reactor is saved. Sick bay. Again, with some nice LCAR stuff going on in here. And then this corridor basically follows all the way around the battle bridge and the reactor core. Some minor constructors and stuff there. Another ammo storage. The other door to the battle bridge. And then we come to this side of the hangar bay. So we're back around to the shuttle bay, look. And we got our computer core, so all of our CPU stuff is in there. Then we got a cargo bay. Now if we take that block out there, we gain access to the computer core and we can add more CPU to it. Standard sort of cargo bay. A few boxes of stuff. Need to organize it a bit. Down here we have the brig. This is where the tribal furnishing went. Literally just for show. But yeah, that's somewhere I placed Gerald. We ever find him again? Oh, there was one other thing I didn't show you actually. Go through the battle bridge a second. If we go down this elevator, this one more, we have a holodeck. A little emergency holodeck. I did some nice RP in this one. Here we go. Now, as I understand it, Vermilion is making some new consoles and adding them to the game soon, which would go much better on this bridge than what we got here. So we've got a captain's chair, which is a little bit more protected down here. And we've also got a pilot's chair up here, which has got a limited but somewhat more effective view. I'm tempted to move that seat forward, to be honest. I don't know why it's set so far back, but yeah. That's the bridge. Got a teleporter on the bridge over here. And a signal logic. And there we go. We've got some more LCAR stuff going on in here. We go behind the bridge. We've got a situation room. And we got this kind of weird split level. This was a bit of an awkward build, but this is that main elevator that I mentioned before. And that comes out onto the SV decks. The bridge. And so on and so forth. The other door down the steps here goes to the captain's ready room. And there we have it. That's it. Now we got a prepper. We got to prep and make her ready. And that's going to involve making quite a lot of ammo. And most of it's plasma ammo. So that is 150 megajoule plasma cells, 90 megajoule turret plasma cells. We've got some 45 megajoule plasma turret shells as well. And then random things like 102s, AP rounds, the 12.7 for the standard miniguns, and these 155 millimeter high explosive artillery shells for the 2 arty cannons. We're not going to need a lot of those because there's only 2 of those cannons. So yeah. But I might see, like I say, I might see if I can swap some out for some of these GATs out for Sentinels. They had a lot less CPU, I think. Actually, are they the same? Are they 10,000? I'd have to check. But those Sentinels really, you just fly them into a swarm of drones and it's like bye-bye drones. Even the symbiotes. And I don't know about the new drones that are in legacy space that I'm hearing people talk about. I'm hoping that Sentinels will wreck those too, but we'll have to wait and see till we get there and see what happens. But yeah, the damn thing is pretty thirsty on power, as you can see. I mean, even with most systems off, thrusters, shields off, power running, with destroying 4.8 kilowatts. So that is, I suppose that is gravity, and I got gravity and stuff like constructors and stuff tied to assault mode, and I think I might change that. If I turn assault mode on, I bet it draws more power, 17.6 kilowatts. Oh my god. Yeah, the assault mode on, defense mode on, all weapon systems are active, but gravity turns off, production turns off, just to save some power. So those antimatter thrusters and 121,000 shields and all the weapon systems and things like that, even that fusion reactor in the middle there struggles to run this thing. And there's no CPU left for a big generator, so yeah. Well, we will see if we can get her into action very, very soon, guys. Like I said, we need to pull some ammo and then head to legacy space. Now, the other thing I think with this particular ship is that it's probably too heavy to be carried on the back of the Ulysses. I think it would break 4 ships back, unfortunately. So we're going to have to fly the KANEDA on its own and live off of that, which is not designed to do, really. You can do it, but it doesn't have a farm. It has limited manufacturing, limited storage. So I think the Ulysses here is going to stay here and keep all my stuff safe. And we're going to load this one up with a pretty much like a skeleton crew of supplies, fuel, ammo, construction supplies for additional ammo and stuff like that. But that's probably it. Oh, and food, I suppose, and meds and stuff. But all the other bits and bobs and heavy stuff is staying here on the Ulysses. So yeah, let me just see. Actually, is the Ulysses finished making? There you go, 454. So that's 4,540,000, I think. 4,540,000. I can't remember how much I owed the faction there. But are you guys still making? You're done and you're out. That's it. Okay. Pop that in the vault. Spanj Co. I actually need to rename the boxes in the vault itself and then code lock them. But there we go. I paid my debt, I think. Yeah, bar a few, maybe 1,000 or something like that. But, you know, it's all good. Yeah. That's going to be it for today anyway, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you next time for the maiden voyage of our brand new battleship. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.